Our deepest fear is not that we're an apple. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine as children do. We are born to make manifest the glory of God that's within us, and it's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. And as we are liberated from our own fears, our presence alone automatically liberates others. Today, we stand in a space of liberation in a tumultuous time in the nation, whether it be a pandemic or racism, systematic racism. We stand in the face of a lot of people who stand in a place of fear. But the beautiful part is, we understand that we are prepared for what's to come next. Because since the beginning of time, we, melanated people of this earth, have been preparing for a time such as this. For some people, they say this is the darkest hours. But I've known our dark skin has been bringing lights to dark spaces since we came through the Middle Passage, since we sat down in chattel slavery, since you made it here to a sound machine. The reason that you should not fear anything that's to come is because you've been a part of a sound machine. When I break the words down, I'm not talking about how instruments make the actual atmosphere vibrate and create music. When I think about sound, I'm thinking about the other definition that means that you are solid, you are concrete. There's a foundation that you've been built on. So no matter what transpires or what happens, we are prepared for the worst of the worst and situated to stand in the face of the test of time. You are a sound machine, and machines are efficient and effective. Some of you have been playing instruments since the 6th grade. Some of you playing even earlier than that. But some of us who can't play nothing but the radio, when I see music notes, it looks like you've learned how to master the matrix. You've learned how to read hieroglyphics. They say somebody who can play an instrument is as close to genius as you can get because it requires you to use both aspects of your mind. When I say that we are a sound machine, it's not just the fact of the acumens of music. I'm talking about the foundation of who you are. Some of you, even before the 6th grade, then getting into schools and finding out that you are the spirit of the school, whether you're the heartbeat off the drums or you're the woodwinds, whatever you do, you've been the spirit of high schools, middle schools, and now colleges, and especially in the HBCU, where the band is equally as important as any other institution or organization that they come from, because have a bad band in the HBCU, you might as well not have a school. You know how to bring a spirit to a space. You know how to raise the vibration of a room. You know how to play in the pocket when necessary. And if it's time for you to stand out and do a solo, you know how to stand alone. You've been in a space where you've been competing for the vast majority of your life, and doing it in a space where not just competing, but also understanding collaboration. These are the transferable skills that you need once you walk out of this building. Some people are worrying what's going to happen when I put the drum set down. Some people are worrying what's going to happen when I start blowing a horn. The thing is, for everything that you've been designed in this space, from the mascot being an eagle, the eagle flies high and looks low. It's a godly creature, meaning that you're going to be able to understand what most just understand. I want you to understand what I'm telling you. You have a different insight, a different vantage point, a different look into the world. The thing is, you have to be sharp. There are going to be people that's going to try to antagonize you and say, oh, y'all came from Central, you're a little different. I bet y'all HBCU, but y'all I don't know, y'all came from Central, you're a little different. Me and a couple people I know used to party off Concord. In small houses where we sit down and we did music in studios. And they say, oh, y'all Central, y'all different. You know what that is, though? The beautiful thing I like about an eagle is this. It's only one bird that really messes with an eagle. And it's a crow. The crow jumps on top of the eagle's back, starts pecking at the eagle, trying to pull the eagle down. Eagle never makes mention to the crow. It just keeps soaring and flying and rising higher and higher and higher. And as the eagle soars higher, the crow doesn't even understand that it's going to its demise, because certain things ain't built for the level that the eagles fly to. So once it gets to an atmosphere where that crow can no longer breathe, the crow falls off and the eagle continues to soar. flying high, looking low. Never getting its mind off the work that it came to do. Never changing its direction, never forgetting for 1 second, no matter how long or how loud the crows may squawk, they'll never ever get its mind off the fact that I'm the eagle. Some of y'all just ain't built to fly where I'm going. Some of you ain't built to rise to the occasion as I'm built to rise to the occasion. Listen, we've been built in a different posture. I am sound in the spaces that I stand in. I am a mean machine, so I am effective and efficient. I don't have time to listen to the crows squawk. Because you keep watching me fly. Eventually, time's going to tell who's who and what's what. Some of us don't need to entertain the conversation of the crow because we know who we are. We stand in a space where we've been taught exactly who we are. So no matter what they say on Fox News, no matter what they say down the social media timeline, no matter what they say when they're trying to break down the fact that your hair is naturally and beautifully made, the fact that your face, your skin tone, the glow that you have from the inside out that makes you light up dark spaces, no matter what they try to put on us, we don't have to worry about it because we fly just a little different. We can see above the situation. I can overstand, so I ain't got to understand what you're trying to tell me when I know who I am. Fire. A lot of people say they want smoke. Anybody ever heard that before? Yeah. I want all the smoke when I show up. When I walk in the door, I want all the smoke. Every single solitary one of you should want all the smoke. Rise to the occasion because we've already been taught. We're going to make it back home safe and sound. Why? Because we was born in the flames. We came for the fire. The rest of the world is just catching up. They talking about civil war. I come from a place that's always been civil war. A lot of y'all came from places where there are two gangs that's consistently fighting all day long. We came up off of civil war. This is no new condition for us. We was born in the flames. Skin tone the colors of smoke. Want all the smoke. Give me as much as you can. Why does a phoenix rise from the flames though? Why does a phoenix have the audacity to rise from the smoke? So rise is not a word for me anymore. I realize that rise is more so an acronym. The first thing is respect. The R stands for respect. A lot of you have been moving in places, learning things that you wasn't accustomed to when you came from your community. Got here and started to understand, I got to have a different level of respect for myself, because if I respect me, I respect the people around me. We've been taught to respect our positions while we're in the band. We've been taught to hold ourselves to a different standard. Even when people say, look, we can just go part of the night. You ain't really got to go to band practice like for real. We can do something different. Some people had to respect their section, respect their space, respect their time that they've already invested into the situation. If you're wondering what you're going to do next, it's the same thing that you've been doing since the beginning. I respect the ground that I stand on. They're going to say, where you from? I had a guy from California, young boy, in the midst of a gang situation. He said, where you from? He said, I'm from right here, right now. No matter where you go, you're from right there, right now. And what you bring with you is the respect of every person who took time to invest in you. After we go through the R's rise, we understand I got to take my respect wherever I go. Not just respect for myself. It's respect for the last name I carry. It's respect for this heritage. It's respect for the school. It's respect for my position. It's respect for my time on the earth, the ancestors who came before me. After I get to that part, the I stands for integrity. Some of us got a different integrity. And integrity is not just if you tell the truth. Integrity says that a way that a building is built, a structure is built, is the integrity. Some of us are built for things that everybody ain't built for. And if you're standing in this space, you are built for the world that they don't even see you coming yet. Let them underestimate. Same way they underestimate the phoenix when it sits in fire. But my integrity is going to show you who I am. Not what I say, but what I do. The integrity of my work. The same way that you mastered playing in the pocket. The same way that you knew sometimes to stand out, you have to fit in. Other times you got to stand out to fit in. Sometimes you got to fit in to stand out. Anybody know that one person just can't get in the pocket? I ain't talking about in the band, I'm talking about in life. Not the person that can't play, I'm talking about in life. Somebody just can't get in pocket. They standing out for the wrong reason. But if you're going to stand out, make sure that you're standing out for what you stand for. It's different when you get in that space. Right after that, you got to take the S. S stands for service. Since you picked up your first instrument, Since you hit your first key, since you hit your first scan, since you blew the first horn, you've been doing a service for a school institution. How many of y'all started in the church? I know some of y'all started in the church, was just getting busy on the drums of the church. I ain't mad at you, beloved. You were doing a service. The thing about the world is everybody believes that they want to be served, but really we come to serve. And if we get that spirit of servitude, servant leadership is the leadership that runs the world. Because the other type of leadership tells you you're in charge. That just means you tell people what to do, when to do, how to do. Any section leaders in here? So you realize it's not the fact that you're in charge, you really got people in your charge. That means you're responsible for the growth, development, and forward progression of those people. When you hit the workforce, you're still responsible for the growth, development, and forward progression of the people. So always remember that you've been serving since the beginning of the time, and the E stands for excellence. Oh, this black excellence. It's a little different. This black excellence hit different when the light hit it. We shine from the inside out. We have this unique way to camouflage in spaces so people don't see us coming. So why your boots ain't laced up? I said we influence hip-hop, we influence the culture around the world. Our excellence is different. It can't be weighed or measured in the scales that you created, because we've been since the beginning of time the builders of science and mathematics. This excellence begins with me. So why does the phoenix rise from the fires? Rise. Respect, integrity, service, and excellence. The thing is this, it don't just jump out the fire. You know, something else hit the fire, jump out the fire. The phoenix sits in the fire. You know why? Because when you're on fire with your purpose, when you're on fire with your passion, when you're on fire with your expectation of greatness, when you're on fire with your professionalism, but if you're more so on fire with the purpose that you came for earth for, they'll come from miles just to watch you burn. Things don't jump out the fire. You already know it's going to be the fire. I want you all to stay on fire. I want you to stay lit. I want you to face the world the way that you should. And remember, why am I on fire? Because they're going to come around for miles just to see me burn. So today I want y'all to make one commitment with me. Is that all right? No matter what situation we're in, no matter what space we find ourselves in, I want us to rise. Just like we said, the rise of the phoenix, right? When I do my hands like this, I need everybody to scream rise. Is that fair enough?
Rise.
Oh, no. See, we got to say it from a different space. You got to come from down deep. I need you listen. Same way you got to get it for your section. Y'all sectionally, I need something different. We ain't drive 2 hours for 15 minutes to get that one. I said we on fire. They got to come from miles to see us burn. We got to be on fire. Okay, let me try this again.
Rise.
Today, I made a commitment to
Rise.
because I realized that I'm playing for my bloodline and my legacy. And since I can't get back my yesterdays, today I go harder to ensure that our tomorrows display the best of me. Built off the foundational principles of respect, integrity, service, and excellence. And if I stand on these principles, it don't matter what I'm up against, I'll rise and scream to the skies. I'm built for this. Overcoming the opposition to show the world what resilience is. And I come back to the city, build with the children, and tell them that you're brilliant kids. You cannot let anybody count you out. You are in the fight of your life. This is the championship bout. So anytime that you feel down and out, I need you to rise and scream to the skies. I ain't worried about the obstacles. Because when the world says it's impossible, I know that I'm possible, unstoppable when I put my mind to it. You can't stop me when I put this grind to it, and if somewhere the plan fails, I find what the problem is, fine-tune it, remind myself that I can do this, and rise. Now I say it again. Rise. Because I know anytime I fall down once, I got to learn to get up twice. And make a commitment to not quit it until I get it right. See, right now, and this point forward, you in the fight of your life, so I need you to rise. Out of respect to those who sit down in my community, I need you to rise. Because the integrity of my work shows the world the truth in me, I need you to rise. As a service to those who took time to invest in me, I'll rise. To make sure that the people know that excellence begins with me, so I rise. I rise. I rise. Keep rising. Peace and love.